Good morning to all. Welcome again. Welcome back to Kirk's Pencils. We are going live this morning working on prompt 11. Prompt 11 today. And 11 is actually Sauer. Excuse me, so I chose to do Diana Sauer. Now I know you're asking yourself, who the heck is Diana Sauer? I don't know who a Diana Sauer is. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys who she is. Let me finish getting set up, and I will let you guys know. Let me put my phone away so I can see those in the chat. This is getting real difficult with me this morning. Okay, I'm good. We're good. So today's prompt is we're gonna be working on day 11, which is can you see that? Sauer for inkTober. Sauer is right there, number 11. So I chose to do Diana Sauer. And before I get into all that, let me plug a few things with you so you know what's going on as well. What I was discussing was in the description above or below, you'll see a free PDF download, and there's 2 pictures attached to it. And those are digital PDF files that you can print off at your leisure, at your home. And it's a skeleton sketch and then a finished sketch, not colored, but just finished sketch over that skeleton sketch on how or what my process is when I develop those sketches. One is of Deathstroke, and one is Nightwing. Do it as you please. It's a free gift from me to you. Download it, upgrade it, chop it up, pass it on to the kids. It's a free gift for you. Also, there's my Patreon page in that link as well. www.patreon.com/KirkAllen, KirkAllen. What is a Patreon page? A Patreon page is a page that most artists use when they're using to promote their books, artists, or any endeavors that they have. It's set up so you as a visitor, which is a patron, can give a tip. So there's 2 different types of tips you can give on that page. But by becoming a Patreon of mine, we will be on an adventure of helping kids or teaching kids and helping kids on how to draw. Okay? Also, by becoming a Patreon, there's free gifts there for you as well. Just take a look at the site and choose which tier you like. Okay. Also, along in this description is my free gum roll, and in that there's 9 free digital prints. And in those 9 free digital prints are different pictures that are fully colored in a frame. And if you would like to have one of those for yourself, feel free to email me at allen4247@yahoo.com. for your own personal sketch, and we can talk about how we can get that to you. Okay, and those sketches are I call them my sketchbook prints, and they pictures that I would use and that I use when I go out and sell my art and craft shows. Also, along with that is my blue pencil sketchbook sketches, and in those blue pencil sketchbooks is pictures. I collabed with almost like 30 different artists and interviewed them on Instagram. And some of those artists, they told me their, little industry tricks and things to go by as yourself as you're being an artist. Also, other artists all over the world teamed up with me, and we did a sketch for about 30 minutes. And I call that my blue pencil sketchbook. And in that book, there's over 50 different pictures where we just collabed and did sketches of superheroes. So that's in that gum roll as well. So we're going to get started with prompt 11 today. And prompt 11 is really, let's look at this. Let's look, prompt 11, I believe, is Sauer. So I chose Diana Sauer. Now I had to do some research on her to find out exactly who she is. So let me show you a picture of Miss Diana Sauer before we start discussing Diana Sauer. And the picture of her looks something like this. That's Diana Sauer. I know you guys saying, who the heck is Diana Sauer? And how did you find that from the prompt? Google, my friend. I use Google. I used Google, and I dug up some more information on her through Wikipedia, however you say it. It's a tongue twister for me. Okay, so let's get some information on her. Alright, the information on her is, let me make my screen bigger so I can read this while we learn about Diana Sauer together. Okay, she was created by John Byrne. Okay, she first appeared in West Coast Avengers comic books in 1989, issue 46. 1989, so you see that she's pretty predated. Her name resembles the word dinosaur. Her surname resembles the verb to sour, which is in turn used to indicate flight, which she can do, so she can fly. That's a part of her body you can see. You can see she got wings, but we won't be drawing those today. Okay, Diana Sauer was born in a savage land. Her lineage is never revealed, and it is unknown if she was actually a mutant or of an alien descent. Okay. She never spoke English. Her background remains entirely unknown, but she became a founding member of the Great Lakes Avengers. Mr. Immortal first assembled the team. Okay. She was first seen in public with the team by Hawkeye and Mockingbird, who later agreed that she could become a member. Wow. So that's all we're going to talk about her. But that's who we're drawing. Okay. Miss Diana Sauer. And she was first seen in 1989 in Marvel Comics. She was affiliated with the Great Lakes Avengers. Her abilities is her razor tip wings, sonic powers, and emphatic calming agelessness, whatever that means. Whatever that means, I'll let that be you guys' story. So this is Diana Sauer, and this is who we're going to be sketching today. She looks like an alien, so I don't know why they didn't know anything about her, where she come from. If she was an alien or a mutant, and didn't speak English. So how did they communicate with her? How did Hawkeye? How did he communicate with her? You know, I have to go to the comic book store and try to research her a little bit more, find that issue and read it. Okay, so let's get started. Let me say hello to a few friends. Trying to make sure my chat box is working. Yeah, it's working. It's just not popping up. Let's see what happens now. There we go. Hello to all. Good afternoon. I'm gonna draw Miss Diana Sauer for prompt Sauer for day 11 in Inktober. Pencil together and So she has some big eyes that I can see. And that little pointy head. I'll start with this circle. The camera is really trying to keep focus, isn't it? So I see some of that's going to have to change with her. We can get that changed. So I want that to be where her mouth is going to be. And her eyes. Pretty huge. We'll go with something like this. That's probably what I should have did first. That's why I do these pre-sketches. These little skeleton sketches before I actually do the drawing. So we can move some of this around to make it fit how I need it to fit. And this is just a practice sketch before she goes into my sketchbook, my inkTober sketchbook. You see, I am moving stuff around, changing as I go. Trying to get them big eyes in there. And we got her nose. We'll make that a figure 8 almost. Her mouth. She's an alien, so. Then her neck there. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. So I'm going to use this first sketch of how I'm trying to get her. Okay, so that wasn't too much of a success. Looking at that, what can I do different? What can I do different? So let me get another pencil. Seeing that she has that point on her head, and it looked like I don't have her head quite in perspective as this picture. So I'm just going to sketch over this before I redraw it again, just to make sure I get my pre-sketch in line with what I really want. So maybe I didn't make her head big enough. I may have made it too large. See, that looks more like where I want to put everything. So now see, that little change that I just did puts it more in perspective for me. Just that little change put that more in perspective for me. So now it looked like I could actually pull this off. Excuse me. So now I know what I need to do. I'm just a little bit too loose and sloppy. I may just continue with this picture and just flesh it out from here. I was going to flip it over, start over, but I think I'm going to keep this. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep this and work with this. See how it come out. And this is actually number 11, October. And the prompt let's bring that up right quick. The prompt was what was the prompt? The prompt was Sauer. That was the prompt. The prompt was Sauer. That's who we draw, Diana Sauer. Okay. Bring this in a little bit. And I'll probably draw 12 tonight. And I'm going to do this before I go to work today. I'm going to do this one before this is inkTober. I'm doing Diana Sauer. Diana Sauer was actually, she was an Avenger. Let me bring that information back up again. So, she is, let's look at that. Diana Sauer was born in the Savage Land. The Savage Land. Was that the Forest Preserve? Okay. Her lineage was never revealed, and it is unknown if she was actually a mutant or of alien descent. She looks like of alien descent. So, I don't understand why the Avengers found that to be hard to believe. Okay, so let's change up pencils here. Let's change up pencils here. You want that one? Yeah, that's the one I want. I was gonna start over and flip this page over, but I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use this one. So let's get her eye in there. And I'm using a lighter, cool gray erase pencil right now. Let's sharpen that up. This is a cool erase light gray pencil. See if you can see that. Cool erase light gray. Yep. See? Alright. I gotta make sure that I'm not dropping any frames and this is not freezing up. It's doing very well. Quite impressed. Alright. Now I can see it. It's a little better. So with Diana, let's get her eye. This big alien type of eye in here. And she is an Avenger. Isn't that a little amazing? The Avengers use a species from another planet to help them. So that would be the right eye. So the left eye would be a little huge, not so much. As large as that one, because it's going to have some foreshortening to it. Put her little pupil in the middle there. She has a human-like nose, don't she? And this is coming down the center of her face. We'll keep that part, huh? And then she has a brow, a little bit of a brow. And this will go over the back of her head. Okay, the computer is doing better today. It's going on 1 o'clock, so I am doing good. 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time before I actually have to go to work. Then we'll make her eye a little buck there. We'll throw the cheek in there. Come down for the chin. Roll it over a bit. We'll use this as part of her jaw. And it comes over here some. So I'm getting her a little bit. Alright, Diana. This is just the first sketch, so she's coming along. This is my first pass before I put her in my inkTober sketchbook. And so far, I'm a little bit happy with this. And I'm looking at 2 screens. Watching my system, and I'm looking at the chat, and I'm looking at my reference at the same time. Okay, so let's get her nose. Let's get her nose in here. This looks human. So it needs to curve up about right there. She has the 2 little nostrils over there. So I can see why they were saying they couldn't just, if she was of alien descent or a mutant. I would lean towards a mutant because of her head and how they designed it. And her mouth. Don't look like they're showing any teeth there. I'm gonna let that stay the same. And this is a light pencil, so that's why it's looking the way it is. I was gonna change her up, but I decided to keep what I had. Okay, she's turned into my own. It's not like John Bryan's drawing. But this is my Diana Sauer. So let's darken her up a little bit for inkTober. And I will finish this one later today. I will put her in my book. A few more practice drawings of her and she'll be ready to go. Work on this eye. Look like I can make all of that black. And we will just carve out a little bit here, a little bit there, like that. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. Well, she's turning out pretty nicely. She ain't the cutest girl in the world. She is definitely not the cutest girl in the world. So I may need some white out to give off that effect of her eye. But this is the alien for inkTober. And she was an Avenger. That's what we learned this morning. She was actually an Avenger. Created back in 1989. So Marvel has a stash of characters And that's why I always choose to do inkTober in using their prompts, but choosing to do them with Marvel characters because they have just that many characters that have been created over the years. And so this is my third year, but actually second consecutively, of doing inkTober with Marvel prompts from the official prompt list. So that's my Diana Sauer for inkTober. And at the end of the month, I will do a video collage of all the drawings that I've done in one post. But for the most part, all my practice drawings before they're actually all inked up on October 31st, I will do a video post of all these drawings in my inkTober box. But I'm doing this video tutorial just for those who follow me on my social media, so you can see me practice them before I put them in my book. And I ink her up and put her in my book over the weekend or later today. And at the end of the month, I will have a collage of these for you to check out. Thank you for the hearts. Somebody on Facebook popped in and popped out. I think her name is there so you can see her. Diana Sauer. Yeah, you can see it, Diana Sauer. So she didn't speak English. She must have actually sung or had some kind of sound coming out for them to understand what she was saying. And when I say them, I'm referring to the Avengers, the team she was on, the West Coast or whatever it was called. That's Diana Sauer, people. We'll do a little shading of her here. All right. So that didn't take too long to get her in perspective. Little nose. But you see how I switched it up. I was about to flip it over and redraw her, but I decided to keep this and just fix what was not in perspective. That's Miss Diana Sauer. And see, I do these videos so you guys can see me mess up, correct my mistakes. And when I do the end of the month collage of all the drawings from all the prompts, I think that'll work better. All in one video post. And all my practice sketches I will do live for all my followers. That's Diana Sauer. I think I'm good with that for today. I will show you guys the rest of them. Let's see what we got here. What we have. So 10 was Tarantula. That was number 10 for pick. Okay. And then for pressure, I did Goku. And then 8 was what was 8? Let me bring that up. No, not that. 8 was Watch. So I did one of the Watchmen members. Number 7 was Fan. So if you know what game she came from, tell me. Her fan were actually blades in this game that this character comes from. And number 6 was Spirit. So that's what I drew, Spirit himself. Okay. And today we just did Diana Sauer. So that was Spirit. If you know what game she come from, I did her, put her in the sketchbook. Watch was day 8, so I drew one of the Watchmen. Day 9 was Pressure, so I drew Goku. Day 10 was Pick, so I drew one of Spider-Man's villains. I can't even say his name, man. I need to go back to school for pronunciation. But I drew him, and today we just finished Diana Sauer for day 11. And 12 is 12 is actually Stuck. So I'm gonna draw Toad from the X-Men, one of the mutants. So that's my Diana Sauer. Thank you guys for viewing and being here with me. It didn't take too long. Didn't take long at all. So remember to follow me on my social medias. If you would like to help support my art or leave a tip, follow me on patreon.com, which is /KIRKALLEN. www.patreon.com/KIRKALLEN. Follow me there. Choose any tier you would like to leave a tip, and we can hang out, monthly hangouts, and there's a lot of free gifts there for all of my patrons. And you get an exclusive behind the scenes look into my private sketchbook, something that I don't share. But what I did here today, I put a lot of these drawings in my sketchbook and use them for other endeavors or other pictures or other times that I want to just draw live for people. Or someone asks for a special character, then I go to my sketchbook and find if I've sketched them before, boom, put them all back on paper. So feel free to follow me there. Thank you guys for viewing. I may be back tonight drawing Toad, or you can catch me tomorrow morning at 7 Eastern Standard Time, and we do another drawing. So this is Diana Sauer. I got her out the way for day 11, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.